Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the energy of Saturn in Aquarius for the Sun, Moon, and Rising signs of Libra. So you can watch all three of your placements. I will have a video on all 12 zodiac signs for you to watch. So Saturn moved into Aquarius on March 21st, 2020, so about a year and a half ago, and it will stay in Aquarius until March 7th, 2023. So we're at about exactly the midway point of this Saturn transit. And by the way, I have an article linked below if you want to read a lot more in detail about the Saturn Aquarius transit. But Saturn is a powerful planet. It's a big planet. These transits are important. They make big changes in our lives as humans. And in astrology, as well as in tarot, Saturn is known as the great taskmaster. It is like that energy of the strict or the stern father that comes into your life and says, hey, you got to make some changes. What you're doing is not right. It's somebody who comes in, and it's the energy of like someone who comes in and gives you a wake-up call, gives you a gut check and says, listen, you got to make some changes. And it's good to have that sometimes, okay? It can't be up only, if you will. And just to have a realistic type of energy. And so in the tarot, the planet of Saturn is associated with two cards. The first one and the biggest one is the world. That's the world's literal astrological correspondence is Saturn. And it's interesting because the world sort of indicates a coming of age period of time as you've gone to the end of the hero's journey. And so does Saturn, has the same sort of energy. And the devil as well, which is the reason the devil is associated with Saturn is because its correspondence is Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So now some of you may be in your Saturn return. You can watch this even if you're not. This is just for this transit. But if you are, you may be like me between the age of 27 and 30, or you could be between the age of 57 and 60. And if you're in your Saturn return specifically, there could be an important message in here for you, but there really could be an important message in here for you regardless if you're in your return or not. So I've gone ahead and already fanned out these cards and shuffled them. My table doesn't really have much give, so I can't fan them on camera. But we're going to go ahead and start off by taking a look at the astrological influences that may be present here. So right away we have Pluto. Wow. Okay. And let's see here. What else do we have? Mercury. Okay, this is interesting. Let me explain why. And we have Leo. All right, Libra. So Mercury is currently in retrograde, but as I record this, not only is it in retrograde, but Mercury is also in Libra. So Mercury is all about communication. Pluto is all about transformation. And right now, Pluto's in retrograde as well as I record this. And so right now, you may be, Libra, thinking about not only communication. Some of you may be in communication. Some of you may be analyzing the way that is, or undergoing transformations in the words that you use. But also some of you may be looking to maybe put yourself out there with the Leo energy. Some of you may want to gain confidence or transform an element of your life here where you are maybe putting yourself out on stage, or you're taking bolder leaps or bolder steps in something, and that may involve communication for you. So Libra, you're a great communicator. Don't forget that. And that's what I feel like kind of my opening thoughts are. We'll see how those wrap into the rest of this reading. Now, I've also gone ahead and already pre-shuffled these because I knew the intro would be long. So let's go ahead and get some tarot messages here. Now, if you enjoy this video, do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. There's also a bell below this video, which will show up after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you'll turn on post notifications for me. And lastly, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So let me make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it for you. Okay, Libra. That looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Love this card. You can see that this person here is working away late at night, wrapping up their latest creation. Their other ones here are hanging up on the ceiling, ready to either be handed in or sold or anything like that, shown off or anything like that. And so this is truly the talent card in the tarot. It says you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that keeps you well provided for. Now it does indicate that you're in for some hard work, but it's like work that you can do. It's like specialized work. It's something that you're able to complete that maybe other people aren't, or you do it in a way that's skillful and maybe in a way that other people can't. Now it does mean that there's more work, but it's also very good in that regard, in that you're getting recognized. You might even be getting job raises, you may be even getting praise or anything like that coming in for you based on this talent or this skill that you have. Now what's really interesting here is right away in the middle you have this progressing. Okay, so you have the 8 into the 9 of Pentacles here. This 9 of Pentacles is a card of financial independence. Okay, this says that you've built on the skills, the talents, the hard work that you put in, the effort that you show with the 8 of Pentacles, and now the seeds that you've planted here are providing fruit for you that sustains you and allows you to keep going and allows you to move forward. And this is a very, very positive card. It also says that you can sustain yourself. Not only are you financially independent, but you've built something that sustains for the long haul. It's a major card of abundance in that who doesn't like to be self-sufficient, right? Who doesn't like to not have to rely on other people? That's what the 9 of Pentacles is all about. So right now, some of you are undergoing transformations here with Pluto and Mercury and Leo, where you are stepping into a highest version of yourself and you're realizing that it's okay for you to be the most talented person in the room and you're okay with putting yourself out there. I do feel like there's this need for you to undergo a major career or financial transformation, and that's what Saturn, as well as the influence of Pluto here, is coming in to do. Now, I would also recommend that you check where your house is, what house your Pluto falls under, because the houses are very important for a Pluto placement, because Pluto's it takes a long time. It's more of a generation. Like a lot of people, for example, have Pluto and Scorpio, whatever, because it takes a long time to move. But if you check the house, you'll be able to get some interesting information. Now, in the past, you have the 4 of Wands, the Tower, and the 5 of Pentacles. So the past here in this case is sometime between now and in the previous, like 2020. So March 21st, 2020 to now. So you have this 4 of Wands here. You've laid foundations for yourself. That you've achieved foundations and you've made foundations and achievements with that 4 of Wands. Some of you may have been in a marriage. However, it looks like with this Tower coming in here, there was like a major upheaval in something. This has already happened, by the way. Now, this could have been the situation that happened in 2020 that we're all dealing with 18 months ago. And so some of you, there have been major changes with the Tower and the Pluto card. Okay, we're talking about death and rebirth here. Not literal death, but we're talking about the death of the old you and the start of the new you. Some of you may have recently lost a job. And when I say recently, I mean like the last 18 months, between, in the last year and a half or so, with the Tower and the 4 of Wands, where it shook you down to your foundation, okay? And in your current situation, you have the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Things could have been turning around recently for you. You have this Page of Wands here, which is indicating some sort of offer, but this is typically out of any page a job offer, because this is the suit of enterprise and career. Wands is, that is. And so for you, you have potentially have coming a job offer that is, or a career opportunity that is providing you with an opportunity to sustain yourself with the 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. And it's probably going to be around something that you do well with this 8 of Pentacles and the Mercury as well coming in here. Could literally be around communicating. Maybe you have a YouTube channel. Maybe you communicate to an audience. Maybe you do writing, speaking, authoring, anything like that. Not saying everybody's doing that, but some of you may be finding money available in those areas here. Now you also have this 4 of Cups. This maybe felt like strange for you because you have this alternative cup here that's being provided to you by the universe. And I think what I would tell you is, if you have not already taken the alternative path, it may be wise, and I can't tell you what to do, but it may be wise for you to investigate that at this time instead of staying complacent, instead of staying under the tree, staying where you are here. I got a major ear pop as I said that, by the way. So some of you perhaps want to, I'm clairaudient. It's one of my biggest things that I do. So some of you may want to really investigate that. Now you have in your future here, this is between now and 2023, 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You're probably going to have some sort of career success here or family success. You have this 10 of Cups. This is total happiness. This is the feeling of having all cups, all 10 cups overflowing, good times happening, good things coming in, total joy, total happiness, celebration with your family. You know, in these corners here, you have a really nice family energy. Now, I'm not sure if some of you have undergone transformations in that area, or if you have had a family to rely on, or something good with that. But I also feel like there's emotional abundance if you are not partnered or have a strong family situation at the current situation in the current moment. I do feel like there is that sort of thing coming in for you. You also here have this 6 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. This 6 of Wands is a victory. This is public recognition. You can see the people cheering that person on. And it's also just a big victory. It's the second victory in the suit of Wands. 4 of Pentacles, financial stability arriving for you. It could also mean that you need to be careful that you're not holding on to your pentacles too tightly, okay? But I do see some of you being recognized. I do see some of you speaking in front of others. That might be at a distance based on where we are as a society right now with Pluto and Mercury, transformations in those areas coming in the next year and a half, but you being publicly recognized here. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some angel cards. That one definitely wanted to come out. Let me pull some more here and see what else we get. By the way, it's very important to separate the angels from religion, at least in terms of my readings. I view angels as an energy to tap into. I view angels as a frequency. If you are religious, feel free to do what you want and attach that belief onto this as well. Okay, so you have not the right time. Okay, so it's interesting because I feel like in your mind you feel like it's not the right time with the 4 of Cups, but I do feel like there's almost going to be a moment here where you're going to have to act. You have helpful people. Okay, I like this card. I do feel like maybe you received support, and I don't even mean financially, but I mean like maybe emotional support or something like that from a family or a friend or someone, a professional or someone like that, as you've gone through upheavals here in the past year and a half. And now you have perfect timing. You will know when the time is right for you to strike, and you will take advantage of it here. No questions about it with the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Amazing energy. So let's see what else we have here for you, Libra. We're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards and, wow, see what wants to come forward here and see what messages are coming through. So, okay. Let's see what else we have here for you, Libra. Okay, you have the 9 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so 7-7. Yeah, the past has been a challenge for you, Libra. There's been things in the past. Think back to March 21st, 2020, when a lot of us, had, the shock of everything that has happened here in the last 18 months. Think about that time, and I do wonder if you maybe can see and show yourself how much you've grown from then, because I do see like you've undergone like a lot of growth here. But there's been a lot of hard work for you in the past, with these two cards both indicating that 7 of Pentacles is like putting in the work. It's long-term investments, but it's also just long, hard, enduring work. It can also mean a long-term investment paying off. But with the 7 of Wands, you've had competition in your life, maybe from a family member, maybe from a friend, somebody maybe just that you've had to stand your ground on and really defend yourself on. And you also here have this 9 of Swords, where it's like you've done the best that you can to work through those situations, but there have been nightmares. There have been anxiety in situations like that for you. Now, in your current situation, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. So Listen, you have this Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Perhaps some of you have realized that you've achieved wealth or you've achieved self-sufficiency, and it wasn't exactly what you thought it would be. Some of you, even though you've attained some sort of financial goal, are realizing that I'm disappointed. And I don't know what to tell you, Libra, as the reader. I'm not sure why. We'll see what else comes through. But for others of you, it could mean that you have been, it could mean that you're in disappointment right now. And what I would say to you with that Five of Cups is realize that there are always two cups or more behind you overflowing. Okay, you also have this Two of Pentacles with the Page of Wands, positive change. This is weighing options in career with the Page of Wands under it. Could also be in juggling or fluctuating wealth. Looks like a positive change in your financial situation. I also, in terms of weighing, notice you have the scales here, the financial scales with the Six of Pentacles. Something coming around, okay? Something coming around for you. Your hard work being, you being rewarded for your hard work here. Yeah, look at this, Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Judgment card. Okay, so for those single Libras, there could be someone coming in. That relationship looks very healthy with the Ten of Cups. This could be between now and the next year and a half, between now and March 2023, somewhere in there. With the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it looks like a very healthy situation. Could be someone like long-term coming in. Look, with the Six of Wands, I feel like, let's see here. I want to get a clarification on that Moon card. Okay, so I do feel like don't let anyone tell you you're not experienced or what you're doing is not right, because each one of these 10 wands that this person is carrying represents experience gained or knowledge gained along the way and along their path. And just know that if you're putting in the work, it's not temporary for you. I feel like there's public recognition coming in and your hard work here is getting paid off. I would just use your intuition around somebody who thinks that they know what's best for you when you've actually been doing the work. Four of Pentacles, Judgment. You're getting some sort of rebirth or awakening between now and the next year and a half around money. And you're going to know what led you to where you are now as it relates to your financial situation. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Also want to say very grateful to the people who are donating down below. I'll see you in the next one.